A very good Thursday morning, traders. It's March 27th, and this is our daily market prep here on the daily time frame looking at DAX. And we don't need to worry this more than we need to worry this now. Um, didn't we flirt with the bottom of the range yesterday? Let's have a look at it here soon. Yesterday we spoke about how this indicates that we might make the same move as we did here on Thursday, 13th of March, upwards for a few days. But no, we surely didn't. The price broke down after huge confusion on the market, and Trump topped it off by tariffs on autos imported to US. And didn't that affect the auto manufacturers in Europe and all over the world? DAX is very heavily comprised of auto manufacturers as well, and sure enough, DAX plummeted pretty much due to the uncertainty throughout the day, but even in the evening. My gain on account was over 10% yesterday, even on these slipping markets. There was two trades that I took yesterday. I'm going to show you later on the 5-minute time frame what they were and how I did it. So by sitting on your hands waiting for the proper buying opportunity, you can make money even in these market conditions. And this is why I'm here every day with you, to support your cause and show you how I do it. Obviously, we live and cherish this kind of market conditions where we can really sit on the market move. On the daily time frame, we can find a lot of buying opportunities on the 15 and 5-minute time frames, but you can imagine how good it is when you can make 10% gain when the market is going down. And no, I did not short anything. I was buying longs. If we look at what's going on in the market just briefly and how we should prepare for today, stock futures are falling as investors are weighing Trump's yesterday's auto tariffs, and the shares of Asia automakers are falling right now as I speak. Trump announced the 25% tariffs on car imports to US. And so I think the story will continue, and we have now broken heavily this support here around 20. Let's look at it closer later, but around 22,708, and we're already in the pre-market trading below that, or we're not trading anything, but the price is hovering already below that. So we might want to be looking at these 242 ranges between 22,107. As you can see, there's the next major support right around those technicals. All right, let's drill down our charts firstly to the 1 hour. And if we look at the oscillators, they were pointing downwards on the daily time frame and separated quite heavily, but here the clarity is greater. You can see the open yesterday was around here-ish, and then all day we came down until late aftermarket hours and US later afternoon and later session. Can you trade here? Can you buy longs on this chart? What do you think? Can you gain on your account almost 11% buying longs? Leave me a comment down below at this minute mark. Would this feel like a good idea to you? No, not to me either. But if we drill down 15 minutes, it becomes more clear how to sit on your hands and when to do anything. And even this is a bit stressful already looking at it if you would be needing to buy for longs. Here's the yesterday's pre-market. We made this video around this plateau here. And then as the market opened at 10 o'clock, 10:15, we had 2 hours plummeting again as we did earlier the previous days here. 2 hours down, 1 hour up. 3 hours down, 1 hour up. And if you look at the stochastics, they were grouping to the upside to the overbought territory around 10 o'clock to the open, and then the 2 hour leg down, indicating a very strong move down. And this is really when patience pays off and to sit on your hands. But so our entries and exits are here on the 5 minute, and this is where we make our money. And if you're into day trading, you should consider these lower time frames to have precision buys and entries and exits. So here, this you could have obviously buy in some in the pre-market here. I didn't because I was busy with other stuff. And sure enough, this indicated to me that we are already, as the market was opening, we're already highly overbought. So I didn't do anything, just sit on my hands. And just the first 45 minutes confirmed that this is not gonna look good, and the markets are very nervous. So all the way this, but now the price is already highly oversold, but the momentum just continued all the way here. So it doesn't pay to be hesitant with this. When the price is weak, the markets are oversold, just wait for this kind of move. And so when I saw a separation here, drilling down to a more clearer view, when I saw a separation here that the fast moving stochastic was sloping upwards strongly, this was around noon, 12:15. And then the slow moving stochastic doesn't push down further like it does here. So you can see that it opens up with the leg as the fast one is pushing highly upwards as the buyers are stepping in. This is your confirmation because this doesn't move so fast. So this is your confirmation that it does not anymore continue downwards, but it's more trustful that it's gonna go and push the price up higher here until it will consolidate. This move here and later, because all my afternoon and evening was very busy schedule, only this around 9 o'clock, look at this, the very same, I was able to join the markets and look what's going on around 9 o'clock. I saw this move here waiting and comparing it to this, that is it gonna do this same as it did around 8:30, that it tried to break out but it couldn't. So as I was watching the market and what you can do here also, you can see and wait calmly to see if this is gonna continue down or is it gonna open upwards. And sure enough, the buyer stepped in here as well, and only these two. I was here on the markets for not even the complete move. I think it was about 8 minutes that I was longing. I was highly leveraged. If you're sitting on 100,000 euros, dollars, your local currency, 500,000, you can be low leveraged and take this kind of position without any leverage. Please do so. I trade with a smaller account and I use high leverage to get the same benefit on the markets. And this is why we carefully snipe these kind of opportunities for a few minutes, so we don't need to wait for hours, weeks, days, or months swings to be making the same profits in the market as we can do in 10 to 15 to 30 minutes. So trade number one, trade number two returned close to 11% to the account. My leverage yesterday was 60 to 1. You can imagine that this would have been very profitable here around US Open. US pre-market hours, hard swings down, major swings up, but unfortunately I wasn't available to the markets at these hours. But this is how I make my money consistently every day. This is how I want to show you how it's possible, whether you're leveraged, whether you're not, that's up to you. But this is what the stochastics tell you on the market conditions. You wait for these little opens using the stochastic values 20, 3 and 3. This is the smoothing and this is the look back period. And that's for the fast one, and 66, 3 and 3. It gives you a very precise information on what's going on and what's about to happen. And naturally, the markets can move against you even if you have this technical information. You don't need to draw a lot of pitchforks or a lot of channels on your charts. You can ride the market waves using these two double stochastic on your charts. You just know the overall market condition, you know the sentiment of the market, you know the news that are affecting, you know the economic releases, what's about to happen on which hour, so you don't get caught up with anything. And if you do, sometimes the market moves against your position, and then you just cut your losses fast. You let your winners run, but you cut your losses fast. You trade on the short time frame to make precise entries and exits. And when for example here, when the fast-moving stochastic is close to reach the overbought levels, you just exit your position because it is highly likely that it will make a correction like this. And as the market is weak, it's more likely that the price will swing and range down again. Naturally, if slow moving stochastic is being picked up with the fast moving stochastic, the price loves to range and it can range even further, but that's just our upside. That's why we do not trade these 1 hour levels. We have to know our sentiment on the market. This is our range, and making money on longs even on the slipping market is completely possible. You have to be very precise, you have to be in a very short time frame. You have to enter and exit fast. If you take your long here, waiting for the hours on happening positive momentum, you're going to be disappointed this way. So don't do it. If you are a swing trader, do not use leverage. That's my advice to you. You can read a lot about it, but you can get the same benefits intraday being leveraged, using tight stop losses, cutting your losses early, and letting your winners run. Now, as we are on the hourly time frame, we can see our, was it 800 points, 23,494 to 22,711 point range. We are now on the bottom of it. During the night hours and when Asia has opened here, European 1 o'clock in the night, middle of the night, we have gone down well below the previous bottom of the range. But as you can see, there is some support here from last week on this 22,631 level. The next ones might be here. There's some support. You can draw a lot of these support and resistance levels like this. We can see one level here. As you can see, there's many indication points for possible support and resistance, but It's gonna make it really messy that way, but those are your key levels to understand how the price can move. As you can see, the major level is here from 14th of January, before the inauguration of Trump, and this mess and confusion has happened since. Yes, we all know who is the culprit of all this, but as traders and as day traders, it's still possible for make money in these market conditions. You just have to be patient. I'm happy to share this information. I would love to get your feedback. Leave a comment down below. Give a like to this video. Share this message to other traders, how to make consistent money on the markets, even on these difficult ranging conditions. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Let's make some money on the markets today as well, and be careful out there. I'll see you tomorrow.